Hello, everyone, and welcome to QuadRadio. As today we interview one of our first youth riders, I guess you could call her, in ATV Motocross racing action. This young lady, not only one of the top girls riders out there, but also making history this past weekend at Budds Creek Motocross Park. And I just want to say congratulations to Maci Devenport. Maci, you're one heck of a rider, there's no doubt about it. But to be able to come out here and win in the boys in that 90 production class, it has to be extra special for you.
Oh, it's definitely special. We had a rough 3 first rounds, so coming back and being able to beat not only my competition, but knowing it's boys, is great. We trained so hard over winter, and this is what it pays off for. So
I can only imagine the frustration that you were feeling through the first 2 rounds. Hello, everyone, and welcome to QuadRadio. As today we interview one of our first youth riders, I guess you could call her, in ATV Motocross racing action. This young lady, not only one of the top girls riders out there, but also making history this past weekend at Budds Creek Motocross Park. And I just want to say congratulations to Maci Devenport. Maci, you're one heck of a rider, there's no doubt about it. But to be able to come out here and win in the boys in that 90 production class, it has to be extra special for you.
Oh, it's definitely special. We had a rough 3 first rounds, so coming back and being able to beat not only my competition, but knowing it's boys, is great. We trained so hard over winter, and this is what it pays off for. So
I can only imagine the frustration that you were feeling through the first 2 rounds, especially knowing how much work you'd done in the off season.
Oh, it was beyond frustrating. My parents put in so much time and effort. I mean, we practiced more than once a week, every week. Over the winter, and not being able to come out and get up on this podium was a horrible feeling going home. I mean, our weekends weren't bad, but without a podium win, it's kind of hard. But being able to get up on this podium, this box, feels great. I know my parents are extremely happy, on my fans, my family, and all my sponsors. So that's what makes it great.
And you have a lot of each one of those. Maci, let's talk a little bit about you. Tell us who you are. I know Maci Devenport. You come from?
Barberton, Ohio.
And you are how old?
I'm 14.
14 years old. And what grade are you in?
I am 8th grade.
8th grade. And from what I understand, you had a pretty special honor bestowed upon you in your hometown here over the winter.
Yes, my hometown, there's been no one even to come close to what I've done in motocross. So they did a resolution at my city council, and what it was just a written up record of everything I've done for Barberton, basically through motocross, and it was in the books forever now in history for Barberton, which is great to know that I've been able to do that.
So you're just a little history chick out here, huh? I mean, you made history today in this class. You're making history back home in your hometown. That's pretty good stuff. Now, let's talk about where you come from, motocross-wise and ATV racing-wise. Now, how did a precious young thing like yourself get involved in ATV motocross racing?
It actually started when I was 8 years old. A guy at my mom's work, actually, his sons raced at our local series. My first race was at a CRA, local fairground race, and there were 16 kids. I was in an all-stock little LT80, and I ended up getting 4th out of 16, and from there on out, I told my parents, I said, this is what I want to do. This is going to be my sport, my career in life. This is what I want to do, and ever since then, they've backed me up. As long as I got good grades in school, kept up with home life, volunteering, everything like that, they said they were going to back me up all the way, and I've held up my part, and they've done more than held up on their part.
That is amazing stuff. So you've been doing this since you were 8. Now, when did you actually start coming to the ATV Motocross Nationals? This
would be my 3rd full year. 4 years ago was our first Nationals, actually at High Point, which I'm excited to go back there this year. We got 7th out of, I want to say, 15. That was in 70 CVT. There was all boys. I was the only girl once again, and it feels great to be able to go out there and do stuff like that. So
that's pretty cool. Now, I know that your mom worked with a guy, but where did you ever first throw your leg over an ATV? I mean, your first 4-wheeler. How did you even get involved in even riding one of these things?
My birthday is actually on January 1st. So for my birthday, my parents got me a little stock, foreign quad, and out in the backyard, they said, all right, guys, I want to go outside play in the snow. And when I go out there, there's a little quad sitting there, and they were recording me for the first time on it. And we have a big, long backyard, and I go straight, and I go go to make a left-hand turn and just fall over, and you see everybody cussing, dropping the camera, yelling, "Oh crap," and I just jump up, and all you see is or hear me say is, "I'm okay, I got it, guys, I'm okay." And you hear people laughing, but that was it. Right there in my backyard got me started into this.
That is so amazing. It's such a good story, too, and you've been so successful. I mean, obviously, this is something you love to do. You've already made the statement, this is what I want to do. This is my career in life. This is what I'm going to dedicate myself to. And at a young age, that takes a lot of commitment for somebody. Even at 14 years old, there's a lot of commitment involved.
Definitely. Like I said, we train over winter. I'm not as lucky as some of these other kids who are homeschooled, live down in the South. We have to ride indoors only once a week. I mean, I go to the gym, try to work out, try to get my cardio up, my endurance, but we do as much as we can, and I cannot thank my parents enough for backing me up behind that, doing as much as they can. They devoted their whole lives into my sport that I wanted to do, and definitely without them I couldn't do it, and they just help me out the best that they can in any way. They take me to ride, My grandma, believe it or not, she's the one that works out with me every other day, pushes me, has me go hard, So, I mean, without them, it's impossible to do what I do and stay and go as hard as I do.
I tell you, it's great to have that support, and I'm sure you got a lot of other support outside the family. A lot of people have noticed you, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. It was great just knowing that I have different motor builders trying to contact us to see if they can do our motors, and me being a girl, as young as I am, going out there and riding as hard as I am, it pays off to have people like that, big sponsor names, building pro motors, trying to contact us to build a motor for us. That's when it all really pays off, and the people are recognizing for the great things that you're doing, and that's what keeps pushing me to do it.
That's great. Now, who do you want to say thanks to before we let you go?
My mom and dad, definitely, like I've said before. My family, I have to thank, I guess, other people like Bernie, Wiley Mods, Rip It Up Films, 488 Web Design, S.A. Camino, Barberton Treat, Maxon. They've done a lot. ITP, Fly, Hinson Clutches, and just anybody else from back home. Thank you.
That is great. Congratulations to you on a great achievement, and keep up the good work, all right?
Thank you.
That's Maci Devenport. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio.